All right, we back at it. Chuck Dizzle, live and direct, man. Keep it homegrown. I always like to bring folks that, you know, not only I've been watching for some time, man, but the progression has been there, and this man is no different. Man, Bale is here, right? Bale is here, and it's not virtual. Last time we talked, man, it was a virtual situation.
Yeah.
I think before that, it was like a spotlight that we were doing for local artists as well. But I'm glad you're here, man. I've been paying attention to you for some time. For the folks that aren't familiar, I've said this plenty of times, but shouts to homie Crondon. Crondon was the one that kind of put me on you, right?
Yeah.
Pause. And he made me aware of the situation, what was going on with you, and ever since then, I've just been paying attention to the movement and what you got going on, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Cron.
Yeah, congratulations on everything. You got a project out right now, Normandie Art.
Yes, sir.
T.Reg, what's up, bro?
Yes, sir. T.Reg up in here.
Reg, let's get it right. Because people call you say Reg all the time,
no,
right?
They do.
So that's what I'm talking about. You got to correct people, man.
Yeah. As a man.
Let them know. As a man.
They said T.Reg.
T.Reg.
That's cool. So I'm not mad at the T.Reg. But no, yep, T.Reg, producer extraordinaire. Shout out my nigga Bale, man, Normandie Art.
Normandie Art, man. So you produced the entire project, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first of all, how do we get to this, man? I love the artwork. I love everything presented by it. Love the music as well. But let's talk about Normandie Art. How do we get here with the name, the artwork, and then you two linking up to actually put this project together?
Well, how we linked up is the homie Marcel.
Okay.
So he not here, but Marcel ran into him at a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he like he had because you know he do a lot of production for a lot of people. You feel me?
Okay.
He could run down the stats.
I'm gonna have him run down the stats.
He can run down the stats. You know, he got some names under his belt. As a man, he got some names. he got some shit under his belt. So T.Reg, Marcel ran into him at a party, and then was like, man, I can't believe you produced this, because you know Marcel is like he like super fan. He like fuck with everybody. And then he ran down on him. He was like, bro, I fuck with my boy. He an artist. You know, blase.
Yeah.
Like tap in with him. And then we was going back and forth because he had produced he sent me a pack. So he produced like For the Real and No Lies. They out now too.
Okay.
And then I was on tour with Jay Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got off the tour with Jay Worthy, shout out to Worthy. Shout out to Doe too, because Doe put me on the tour, helped me connect that. So after the tour, we had seen each other downtown on like some merch. You know, people buy merch downtown.
Yeah.
I ran into him like, bro, we really got to link in. And then when we linked in, I made like three of the songs on the project. I made them that night.
Oh, wow.
And then in one of the bars, I'm like, I'm the voice of the section. This is Normandie Art.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, I think that should be the name of the project.
So that's what kicked it off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. And I've heard you say, like, been saying that too as well in terms of the voice of the section. Like, you stamping that, you standing on it. And I love that you're doing that. For you, T, when you hear somebody saying, because I know you as a producer, and I want you to run down your stats as well, you hear people always probably reference different artists. Man, you should work with so-and-so. You should work with so-and-so. What was it about Bale that made you say, okay, actually, this actually makes sense?
Well, like he said, when I ran into Marcel, I'm like, all right, you know what? Because I'm not proud of it. I'm very standoffish when it just come to people. That's something I'm working on. But at the same time, I'm a producer, so you got to fuck with people.
Absolutely.
But when he told me about it, I listened to the music, and I could sense the realness. Like, I just can sense that we was kind of alike in certain ways. So by the time it got to the point where like I sent the pack and he damn near made a song that as a producer, that's what you love. You send an artist some music and they hop on damn near every beat. I can't do nothing but feel inclined to fuck with you. That's regular. Like I gotta fuck with you. Then he put the songs out, so I'm like, you know what? Like I gotta fuck with bro.
Right.
And like you said, just universe shit. We happen to run each other downtown, and I'm like, yeah, bro, let's really get up. We linked up the next few days. We made like 4 to 5 songs in one night in a good like 5-6 hour span, and 3 out of like the 4 or 5 we really fucked with, they ended up on the project. So
you're saying that Marcel, shout out to the homie Marcel.
Shout out Marcel for sure.
Marcel, yeah.
He gave you the heads up about Bale.
Yep.
You sent him a pack.
Yep.
He sent 3 of those songs already back to you.
No.
Or was that after
this
you guys
is
seen each other downtown?
So when I sent them the pack, what you probably sent back like. I was probably sent like 5 beats. He probably sent back like 4 songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's before we even ever linked up.
Yeah.
We haven't even met each other in
that's
the physical form.
That was before downtown.
That's before downtown.
He sent 5 beats. I rapped on 4.
Yeah, that's
and
before
out of
downtown.
the 4, I was streetwear, No Lies, and For the Real.
Those are out.
And I put them all out.
Yeah, like he put them out like in a row.
Wait, so you didn't get the clearance from him before you put it out?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you just saw it pop up on the platform. Like, wait, hold up.
No. I tapped in. We was like talking. I'm like, I'm gonna put this out. He's like, this shit is cool.
All right.
And I put them all out, and then I seen him downtown. I'm like, we really gotta lock in and make more music. Cause it's different when you sit down and build with the
with a producer or just somebody,
or just like, cause we was just talking about this on the way over here. Like we didn't have conversations that turned into a song. Like the track on is Beezy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But that was a whole conversation.
Oh word!
And it turned into a song.
Yeah.
Like my upgrowing, where I grew up at, where I lived at, where I went to school at, where he went to school. Then it just turned to a song. And like we like my fault.
No, you good.
We like he said, we like similar in a lot of ways. Like we went through the same type of stuff. You feel me? Like we got the same type of like background, different areas, but like kind of like the same.
Yeah.
So it just made sense.
It's interesting, man, because you would think that you guys, man, grew up together. Sometimes that synergy happens and chemistry happens when people grow up together. So it's like y'all hadn't met each other, you know what I'm saying, and saw the similarities, and that's what got you guys working together. T, I need you to run down your stats, man. So people know what's up.
My biggest claim to fame is Blast featuring Dom Kennedy, Got It All.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did that with Blast the first day I met, bro. We did that together. That's my biggest claim to fame. I got plenty of songs with Casey Veggies. I got a lot of shit with Dom.
Fire.
That ain't too, maybe one or two songs that came out, but I got a lot of shit with Dom. Got a lot of joints with Jason Cash. That's my boy.
Salute.
Cheyenne Wright. I don't know if you're familiar with Cheyenne Wright.
Hell yeah.
She put out an EP. Her only shit she damn near put out. I produced the whole EP.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 tracks, R&B.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So okay, you got some variety.
No, for sure.
Your arsenal as well.
For sure.
He's the guy.
Yeah, man. So and what's funny is I've heard your name. Like, you know how of course when you hear a producer tags, you just hear the name.
Yeah.
So I was familiar with the name, so it was like
that's crazy.
When I seen the project, I was like, okay, so now this is my first time like really putting it together.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay, face to face,
Yep.
and the whole project with Bale or whatever the case may be. So I mean, salute to that. I mean, I think that's fire. So you said something very interesting about how you knew how, like, as a producer, you knew you have to get out there. Like, talk about that, because a lot of folks are, introverted, especially in this business. How did you break through that?
Well, how could I say I broke through that? I would say one of my first biggest steps, salute to my boy again, the homie Jason Cash. Mm-hmm. I met Jason Cash and Blast the same day in like 2018. And but me and Cash just got hella close and cool around 2020. Mm-hmm. So he just started inviting me. This is around the time when he got signed. He had just got signed. He started inviting me around to be at his sessions, and it was just like, it was just widening the world for me, where I'm like, okay, like I gotta get out of my shell way more. Like I gotta get out of my shell. Like if he's fucking with me and I'm around this and I'm meeting certain people and
who am I not to,
you feel me?
At least
and I'm pressing play on stuff and people fucking with it. I'm like, I gotta get out of my shell way more. So it was just like, he was a big part of that. And then just when I would post beats on the internet, like Instagram or whatever, like I would get a lot of good feedback where people would be like, man, how can I find you? Because my beats are not just like on the internet. They're not just like on BeatStars or YouTube. And nothing against that, but that's just not my thing. Yeah. But at this point, it might turn into my thing. But just that type of stuff made me be like, you know what? I got to be a little bit more like out of the box with my way of thinking, because I'm not always right.
Got you. Now, Bale, man, Normandie are, of course, out right now, produced by I want to say T.Reg, but it's...
I already know. Everybody do it. It's all good.
T.Reg.
So T.Reg, like T-regular. That's what I used to call myself at first.
But you far from regular, though, man. What you talking about?
So regular,
I agree. So regular, the regular part, that's what I used to call myself, T-regular. The regular shit was just like, it's like L.A. slang. It started like maybe 10, 11, 12 years ago, where like, it's just regular.
It's regular, right.
It's regular. Like, like on some, like, somebody call you, what you up to? Shit, I'm regular right now. I ain't no shit.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Got you. Okay.
But as the time passed, I just was like, I got to shorten it to T-Reg. T-regular is like a lot.
Got you.
So that's all stemmed from that.
I'll remember from now on, T.Reg. Instead of saying, so everybody that's out there, it's not T.Reg, it's not T.Reg, it's T.Reg.
Hey, I'm posting this clip.
There it is, man. There it is, so they know. Now, Bale, as a man, talk about the catchphrase, man. Where did that come from? I know it's part of the conversation, but I love how you're stamping that, how you're branding that, and it's becoming a part of like an everyday thing for you.
I don't know, just like regular lingo. Well, I was just
I'm catching myself saying it every day too, even to my kid. I'm like, hey man, put that away as a man. Like, I'm doing it in my everyday life, so I'm letting you know you on to something. Cool. Man.
So it's like, to me, it's just like we had a conversation over here. It's just like Mando. Like period.
Right.
For sure.
Or like sometimes it'd be like It's like the new On My Mama.
On
like,
My Mama, yeah. As a man.
You know, it's something me and the homie say, and I just like, man, like, you know, I'm the like I said, I'm the voice, I'm the face of it. So I'm like, man, as a man,
I love how you again
it,
standing on the voice of the section. You know what I'm saying, and really, you know, holding that claim. And I feel like the things that you've been through, right, it's not regular, all right. As a man, right, it's not regular. But I don't know why I feel like. And tell me if I'm wrong. Have you gone through a journey of like really embracing who you are and really kind of understanding like, okay, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah.
I gotta really understand that and really start projecting that and putting that out there. I feel like you've evolved from over the years being okay being in the background to like, no, let me stand up and make sure that people know I'm in the room.
Yeah. I feel like and that's what I feel like that's the transition I am in right now.
Got it.
Even coming out with this project, even like me kind of like, shout out to TF, he in the building right now.
Yeah.
Even like, you know, like letting bro do his thing and me like trying to find my way in the game and me being like you said, like standing up like, oh no, Bill in here. Like, I'm nice. I do what I do. You feel me? So it's just like, I feel like I'm in the middle of that transition.
Gotcha.
And it took a while to you know, just in this being totally like candid and transparent, like you in this game that we in, you could have a lot of insecurities.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? You have a lot of doubts.
Absolutely.
It's
we human.
Just,
as humans,
It's just like when you stepping out, becoming something and trying to do something for yourself.
Yeah.
It get like that. So it's just been like, you know, embracing whatever it is, the good, the bad, the ups and downs, me not having me figuring this out on my own and figure out like, okay, where's my help at? Where's my resources? Like who can I rely on to be like, hey man, I need this to get done. It's just like becoming that, like, cause I'm independent right now. So it's like when you're independent, you are the CEO, you are the
everything.
You are the PR.
As a man.
You are the manager. You know, I got management, but you are all those things because you have to be that person to get yourself out there. So that's the transition I'm in. And it's hard sometimes. You never know how it's gonna happen, but it's like, man, if you don't never step on that cliff and be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take that step. I don't know if it's concrete or air, but I'm just gonna continue to walk.
For you, what's been that solid that confirmation to let you know, like, okay, let me take that next step now? Because again, you can go out there, you don't know what's out there. You can fall, you can trip, you can stumble, all that. But I feel like for you that I'll let you speak on it. What for you has been that confirmation of like, okay, yeah, where's that confidence builder for you?
Honestly, having like not even because you're in the room, people like you. Like when I get on the live with Direx and I get to play a song and I get to, and then when you get on there, you be like, oh no, this hard. And it's just like the community that I've built, even from like the Payday LAs and having like somebody like Prez and like the community I built from there, and there's like even having somebody like Crondon, you go, I think back on that like, bro, this a West Coast legend stepping me. Yeah. Like, you know, he ain't stamped nobody. He making movies now. I'm the last person he was like, oh, he's the guy.
Literally big time. He on some whole other shit right now, right? As like, a man.
You feel me? As a man. Yeah. Being around like, you know, the Jay Worthies and the TS and getting that confirmation, you know, Jay Worthy hit me like, oh bro, you doing your shit. Or TF be like, no, bro, you doing your things. So it's the community I built that believe in me. Helps me continue to step and keep walking and keep progressing forward, you know?
I love how Bale is on your project and you're on Bale's project as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bale, I'm sorry. You're on TF's project and TF is on your project.
No,
I think I said it the right way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Y'all both on each other's shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
For sure. That's big,
but on there's a couple of things I want to mention because you did talk about live and direct, right? Mm-hmm. And from my knowledge, and maybe there's other songs that you sent, but the one that stood out the most, or maybe it was the first one that you sent, was the one with Jason Cash. Am I mistaken? Yeah, Make a Toast. And I love that because it sounded different than every other song that I've heard from you.
Yeah.
You know, a little more upbeat, the back and forth between you and Jason Cash. I love that. The sample choice, amazing, by the way.
Shout out my boy Dungeon Music. I produced that with bro.
Yeah. There we go. As a man, you got to give him this credit.
For sure.
Yeah, love that. But yeah, just that in itself, it's just showing like, okay, I love the direction that you're taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good to hear that, you know, you go in one direction, you go in another one, but you can hold your own on any type of beat, any type of sound, and kind of go back and forth, man. Talk about you and Jason Cash getting in the studio and creating that one right there.
So again, that's a T.Reg alley-oop. You know, him and Cash got history. He didn't work with Cash on other records. Mm-hmm. So I actually was late to that session.
You almost fucked up the whole.
He was very late.
Yeah, I almost missed everything.
Not as a man. That's not as a man.
Yeah,
that's not as a man.
As I tell him when he be on bullshit, I say you're moving as a child right now.
No, that's what he told me. Like as a child,
you're moving as a child.
Yeah, so
for sure.
I was almost late to that session. It was the day of the Ryan Garcia fight versus Tank.
I'm about to say somebody was fighting.
Yeah, it was Tank versus Ryan Garcia, and he like, bro, Cash gonna pull up. Got it, blah, blah, pull up this time.
Yeah.
I come super like Cash damn near about to leave. Cash up, he pulling up beat like they pulling up stuff for Cash like
they about
Cash
to work
like
on a whole another little situation.
Yeah, like bro, I'm gonna rap on this, whatever.
Yeah.
I get there right in time, and then we sit down and have like a conversation because Cash didn't been through the like if you listen to Make a Toast, like we didn't been through the same type of situation, and then like from that conversation, like I said. Conversations back to what we was going to, we just make a toast, and then like he went in there and like you feel me like now we gonna do this, do that. Like he's really like an artist,
Yeah.
Cash really understand chorus, hook, bridge. Like I don't know if it's him being signed to Atlantic or just him being rapping for so long because he's been rapping for a minute. Yeah. But like he's taught me a lot as far as like structure and song and like okay we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Sometimes you don't always agree.
Yeah, of course,
as artists, but like. Yeah, he came in there like he like kind of orchestrated it and we just went back and back.
I mean, you can hear to me it sounded a little more polished. It sound the back and forth. Again, it sounded like something, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I hadn't heard you like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You understand?
Yeah.
So sometimes it is like if you don't, not saying that particular session was that, but like sometimes you might not agree with how to put a song together, but it's like you step outside your comfort zone and you reap the rewards of that.
And I think that's what it was too. And I think that's even his production because I mean, most people know me from a lot of work with TF, aside from like Hard Time Shape Me, the Greater record, right. So it's like working with TF is like more like East Coast, grimy type of hip hop beats. And then when I get with him, it's like more soulful, a little bit upbeat. Like, he got a record with Blast, Dom Kennedy. That's like super West Coast. Yeah. So even getting on that is like, okay, like I'm comfortable. I do sound great. I do sound good on this. And it's okay to step out.
Embrace it. Yeah,
embrace it and step outside my comfort zone.
Especially if that's where you're from, too. It's like, embrace the sound.
That shit all the time.
Embrace the sound, man.
Cash went in there. It's like, look, this is how we going to do it. Yada, yada, yada. And then we did it.
Yeah.
He put it
together. No, he went in there. I'll never forget. He went in the booth. After Cash, and that nigga said we spun right back like they was asking for a replay. Influences of the youth. I'm connected to the keywords. I was like, I said, okay.
That's what we doing.
We probably was locked in for like what 3-4 months at that time, but I was like, I'm like, all right, I see what's going on.
I had to step it up. I'm like, Cash wanted to. He rapped.
Yeah, he rapped.
He rapped.
For sure.
But even you, when you was on the live, you was like, it's good to hear two rappers make a song.
Go back and forth.
And like, but we made an actual song hook. Like it made sense. It felt good. And I'm like, that's one of the better records I done made. In my career.
And it's a celebration, like you said, of life, man. And again, to the folks that are not familiar with your story and with Cash's story, you guys both have been shot. Survived that, right?
Yeah.
One thing you said on there, I had to ask you. I'm like, God damn, this nigga must be Superman, right? You got shot 28 times. Yeah. Right? We've talked about that, and if you want to look at the past interviews, go back there, right?
Yeah.
But you said, on this one, you said, but to keep it real, I didn't cry over it. I didn't shed a tear.
Yeah.
My nigga.
No, I didn't cry.
Are you hearing this?
I didn't cry. Yeah, I swear, I woke up, I got shot. I was in a coma for 7 days. You go look, I was in a coma for 7 days. I woke up out the coma. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm
nigga confused.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Like, everybody, it's like, I swear. I mean, I'm gonna tell the story because I don't care. People need to hear it. I woke up, it's 20 nurses over me. No exaggeration. I call my mom right now. She'd say the same thing. It's 20 nurses over me. I'm like, they looking at me like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. What's going on? What's up? Are y'all okay? Like, I know I got shot because I remember what's going on.
Right.
But I'm like, what's up? Like, she's like, no, you got shot 28 times. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you got shot 28 times. I'm talking about it's nurses every day checking in on me. They can't believe it. It's nurses that's working because I'm in ICU, so it's other people dying. It's people going through things. Nurses is leaving what they got
going over there,
coming to me
to take care
to come
of you.
Look at me. One of the nurses came in there. Was like he was like a undergrad student at USC. I mean UCLA. So it's like
he's like, I gotta see this shit.
Yeah, no, but he told me like bro, I just. Like, we doing a case study on you. Like, what happened to you? Like,
niggas doing papers on you.
Yeah, like, bro, I have to. Like, I was in class, bro. We were talking about you in my class right now, like at UCLA.
Trip.
Like, yeah, it's like, bro, you got shot in the head, and there's no blood. It's no blood in your brain. Like, how does that happen? And then even like me getting shot in the back of the head, the way it came out the side of my jaw is like, bro, that's like we are writing papers on you how to keep this alive. Like, how do we, if we ever run into this again,
how do we
how do we go about this? You know, so it's like
don't cry. Just tell them don't cry. Don't shed a tear.
I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I said I didn't cry because I was also in shock. Like, damn.
Okay.
Like, I made it out. Like, you know, like I could be crying because I could be dead. I could be crying because I can't walk.
Yeah.
I could be crying because I can't speak no more.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I never cried. And I was like, you know, my mom was so stressed out. My brothers and sisters were so stressed out. I was like, me crying or me feeling any type of way is only going.
It's gonna make it worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, say that part at the end. At least like, I'm holding my tears. I was hurt. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
definitely hurt.
I was in pain. It's like, man, I didn't keep it real. I didn't shed
like,
a tear.
bro, you can let it out, baby. If you feeling the way, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm just trying to get up out of here.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it goes back to understanding that you're here for a reason. There's a true purpose, and again, that's why I'm like, yo, stand on. You know, hold your chest a little higher, because a lot of people haven't made it through least situations. Am I saying that the right way? There's people that's been through less than that haven't made it. So it's like, it's almost your duty. You have an obligation to kind of speak up, you know what I'm saying, and tell your story. Yeah. And I love it. Again, I love the progression. I love the mission that you're on. I'm curious to know, and let me know after you guys have kind of put this together. First of all, how long did it take to actually put this whole body of work? And are there other tracks that didn't make it that could have made it?
Man. I'll let you speak on that. The other track that didn't make it, because I was ready to put it out.
Ready to put them all out.
So listen,
all
right. So listen,
a month after Chuck, like I'm
so
ready.
we locked in around like late January, early February, sometime around then. We had made about 10 songs by the time April came. Okay. So him and like his boys, they're the homies now too, but his boys, they like, bro, let's drop next week or let's drop, and I'm like, nah, bro.
I've been through this.
I'm like, bro, this is not how this shit work. Right. I'm like, this is not how it work, bro.
Look, I might be regular, but this shit ain't regular.
Exactly. But I'm just like, you know, like, let's keep building. Like, we're gonna get better with our chemistry. My production's gonna get better. Your rapping gonna get better every day that we keep locking in. Like, let's just keep building. Like, we're gonna make better songs. Like, I'll fuck with what we done, but like, we're gonna get better. I'm like, and then we don't have no theme yet. Like, I'm big on theme when it comes to a project. Like, we ain't got nothing yet. Like, we ain't really did nothing. So like, out of that, I feel like maybe a week or two later, he did the intro track, and that's when he said the line, this is Normandie Art at the end, and I'm like, boom, nigga, that's what it's gonna be called. It's gonna be called Normandie Art. So that's when the theme came. But then outside of that, we had the original track list. It was like 11 tracks, I think. Yeah. It was 11.
I had a song with P1 on there.
Yeah, we got a song with P1. It's still gonna come out because P1, that's my nigga. I fuck with P1.
Shout out
P1 for sure.
Man.
Yeah, P1.
Yeah.
So hard.
We had a song with P1. And we had a song with Cheyenne on there.
Yeah, song with Cheyenne on there.
And then we had another song. I can't think of what. It was another one.
P1, Cheyenne. I can't think of another one.
It was another one.
It was South of the City.
South of the City.
Luke
South
White.
of the City.
Yeah.
Shout out to homie.
Luke White.
I forgot bro name too. Yeah. But shout out to homie. He producer. He code. But yeah, it just didn't flow though.
Okay.
Them 3 tracks just didn't flow with it.
So are we saving this for something else or deluxe?
We about to drop again soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we trying to drop in November.
Okay.
Yeah, we about to drop again soon.
I love that.
We about to drop again soon.
It's a catalog game.
Okay. I like that. I like that. So you got Jason Cash on there, TF, Casey Veggies, you know, linking up with the legend. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, we recorded the song, right? Mm-hmm. As soon as we finished recording the song, he like, damn, we should get a feature. I'm like, bro, I think Casey would go crazy on this. And then he like, bro, good. That's nothing.
That's the homie.
Yeah, like
that's really like my day one. Wow. Like my real day one. Like he's a big part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I was together with him from the start of him doing his shit.
Wow.
Since
so you got a front row seat.
15, 14. Yeah. That's really my boy.
Jeez.
So the fact that he said that it was fun, I'm like, nigga, I'll call him right now. Right. I called him, told him. He like, oh nigga, I'm pulling up next week. And that's really my nigga.
Yeah, and that's like one of the better songs on the project. Man. Everybody like hitting me up like, oh, this is fire. And I'm like, damn, I was in there like fanning out too. I'm like, this Casey Veggies in here. Bro. Like he a legend. Like for LA, what he's done for like LA rap scene, he's like
that guy.
You know, he's for sure. You can't take nothing away from that.
It's so interesting to hear that. And T, I know you can kind of attest to that as well. People who are hailed as legends and people that have done so much for the culture, especially here in Los Angeles and, you know, in hip hop, but here in Los Angeles, how we have direct access to them, or that's somebody we've come up with, or they're a part of our stories. But again, spinning that back to you, it's like you have people in your Rolodex as well. So never forget those moments of who you have access to, and make sure you tapping into that. Yeah. It's something you said on the intro, man. You said, I don't need shit handed because the chase feel better. Yeah. Love that line, bro. I love that line. Where was the mentality? What was going through your mind? Like, where does that kind of stem from when you pen something like that?
I mean, just kind of.
I know it's self-explanatory, but kind of just break it down on your
like,
side.
Kind of what you talking about, like me, like being in the background for so long. You know, me being like, I'm gonna chill, and it's just like, I got access to so many people, but it's like, damn, do I ask for favors now, or do I just kind of work and build until I'm like, okay, the favors it just come automatic, like, oh, what you got going on, you know? And that could be a pride thing a little bit, but it's just like, I don't want to just be the person be like, oh, just because I can't call on somebody, I should call on somebody. Right, yeah. I should just work until it's like, okay, it's just time and just make perfect sense to be like, look, man, this is what we're doing right now. Let's go. Or this is what I'm doing right now. I need you for this, you know? It's
a fine line into using those resources, or using those resources when you have them, but also, like T saying, like, make sure you build and it's the right moment. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm glad you listen, right? And were able to take that feedback from him and not want, because I know how it is. Like you got some shit. You like, I want the world to hear it.
That's another reason why this shit worked. Like, not that I know it all once again, but just, bro, like I really, like I know, like I love music. I really know my hip hop shit. Like I know this shit. I've studied it since a young nigga. I know this shit. So the conversations we've had, like he know and understand that. So if I suggest some, he know it's not like, I'm not just saying it to say it. Like he knows it's something to take at heed, whether he listen or not. I'm not, like I said, I'm not always right. We've disagreed on a lot of stuff, which is fine. But in the same breath, like he know that I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make the best out of me and him making music. Like he knows that. So
what has Bale brought out of you? T.Reg?
That's a good question. I would say honestly, just being able to produce for an artist, like literally being able to produce for an artist, being able to lock in with somebody and just be like, all right, this is what we doing. Like that it's helped me with that a bunch. Like, let's say if I link with whoever, Little, whatever tomorrow, and if I know what he got going on, I listen to his sound, like just being patient and whatever goes within that, I know what to exactly do for that artist from fucking with bro.
You've had that experience.
We've been locked in for like, shit,
a year.
Basically a year, almost a year at this point.
It's only been a year?
Only a year.
Yeah, almost
That's crazy to think about that. Damn.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's helped me with that a lot for sure.
Okay, and Bale, what is T.Reg brought out of you?
Just understanding that he's brought like the Birdman out of me. Just like understand like this is a business also, you know?
Gotcha.
And I feel like producers are kind of like naturally like that because because without the music, you don't get no music. You get me?
Yeah, it's like
without nothing. Like you don't get no raps or nothing. So he's taught me how to be like a businessman. Like, no, bro, we need to get artwork. We need to have videos 2 months ahead. We need to have this done. We need to have
a rollout,
bro. We have to roll out. Like he's
like,
taught,
this shit is serious.
He's literally taught me that. Like I'm ready. Like I said,
like look, I'm independent. I can do what I want. But no, you're right. There needs to be structure to it.
Even being independent, it has to be tasteful. So it's like we can't still work at a fast rate. But it's like I know. Like when I record certain songs, it's like and he know that too. Like when we record certain songs, this is going for sure. This is going for sure. I don't know. It's cool. Like you know. So it's now like okay, well, this is what we got. Like the next project, we probably a couple of songs out, but like we damn near ready.
No, you're not ready. Nah, you're not ready yet. You got to record some more.
Yeah.
You got to record some more, man. Look at him. He already about to backslide. He's like, man, we're going to drop next week. Nah.
But I'm saying, but I know that, for the most part, what I got to have.
The foundation is there.
Artwork. I got to have at least a video done from someone that we both agree with. But I know if I got that, we could start. We got some motion.
Like, I'm dropping.
Yeah. But he's taught me how to be like more like, you know, understanding like, although this is my art, you still have to packaging. That's what he taught me. Presentation, packaging, how we pushing it, what it's looking like.
The year can't end without Bale doing what? If there's anything that's on your bucket list, goals, whether it's a feature, whether it's hitting the road, hitting the city, something, what's one, or it could be personal. The year can't end without Bale doing what?
Just drop one more project.
No, you already got that project already ready, so that's going to happen.
But is it going to drop, though?
But is it going to drop? Okay, as a man.
So that, as a man. So that's like, I don't know if the year end without me dropping more, I'm gonna be sick.
We're gonna have to add it in conversation.
I'm gonna be disappointed.
I feel like the music part gonna get taken care of. It's gonna be all the others, the other things. That's the part.
Like,
just don't crash out, bro. Don't crash out today.
No.
Okay.
He ain't gonna let me
Gotcha.
because it's gonna be his production. So they ain't gonna.
T, what about you? Anything that you're looking at that you want to make sure the year can't end without you doing what?
I don't know if it's necessarily something about without me doing, but I just want the year to end with my name just being more bigger than shit what it is as of literally in this moment.
Gotcha.
These type of interviews, projects, that's what's gonna help me. So if we can keep doing shit like this and that comes with dropping a project, that's the type of shit I'm content and satisfied with as far as the year ended for me.
Yo, Normandie art out right now. Again, Bale, thank you so much. I always look forward to this and you know, future moments, man. This is just one of many, bro.
What's your Halloween looking like this year?
My Halloween, I'm gonna be with the kids.
As a man.
Come on, man. You already know what that is.
I'm about to go trick or treating.
Yeah, I'm about to be trick or treating, bro. Like that's I'm there with the family, bro.
My daughter want to be a dinosaur. She like dinosaurs.
What kind? With like a T.Rex or?
No, she know everything. T.Reg, pterodactyl. She know how to name.
How old is she?
She about to be 3. She's not even 3 yet.
Okay, so dad advice for all the fathers out there. We just had a powwow with T in the elevator. Like, yo, just make sure you're ready.
Yeah.
What dad advice could you give to all the fathers out there right now?
Just be there, man. It don't matter what you got. If you don't have it, just be there, man. They just love you there. They don't even really be tripping about like none of the extra stuff. And I was so scared about like financial stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, where I was at in my life, in my career, but she don't care about nothing like that. She just want to see like, this is my daddy.
Is there one thing that you wish that somebody would have told you before you became a father?
No, because nobody can tell you nothing. Kind of like you have to do that your own. Like there's no manual. Like, and that's so cliche to say.
Yeah.
Cause you ask people like, what's like, nobody can tell you nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. My father been in jail my whole life. You feel me? He been locked up for 28 years. You feel me? Like the person I call my father. So he been in jail forever. You know. So I don't know. I don't think it's nothing that he could tell me. It's just all about experience.
Have you had a chance to try and reach out or had that conversation? Do you guys communicate?
Yeah. No, he called me Global Telling. You
Gotcha,
feel me?
gotcha.
Like he about to get out soon.
Nice.
You know, he about to he hit a board. He went to a board actually a few months ago. He got denied based off what he's done in the past in there, just trying to survive. But it's like he can't tell me nothing that I like. It's just experience, you know. You have to being a father is something that you have to. Or learning how to be a father is something that you have to experience to adapt quality.
True.
You know?
I'm gonna push back on that just a little bit.
Okay,
only because
that's what I think.
No, you're right. But there's an and to that too.
Okay.
If there are fathers that are doing stuff right, like for example, a lot of my buddies or one of my friends in particular, he has a son that's a year older than me. So for me, it's super important, or it's like it's beneficial because I see what they're going through, and I'm like, oh, okay. My kid is not. It happens, right?
Yeah.
So for me, that's it helps me not to freak out or like stay grounded to know like, oh, okay, no, kids kind of do that.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not telling you that. You're watching that. You experience that in real time.
Very true.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not about like nobody could tell you to be a father.
True.
There's nobody could be like, man, you need to be a better daddy. Like,
right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like nobody could tell you that. That's something that you have to learn and like you either see or you just go through the process. Like it's like swimming.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like swimming. Like I can't swim because ain't nobody ever threw you in the deep end. You have to like survive.
That's funny that you said that's how I learned how to swim. I got pushed in, and literally I had swimming lessons the whole night, and then I didn't learn until I got pushed into the deep end.
Yeah, so it's like you can have lessons, but it's like until you have a baby, until you have a child,
you have to have that experience.
That's all it is.
Sure.
So it's just like experience and just like time and just like when you be in there, you learn how to be a father.
Yeah. Is there anything you want the people to know that we haven't already touched upon as of right now? Obviously, Normandie are right now. Visuals coming as well.
Yeah, we trying to get more visuals out there.
Okay,
that's a part of like what T saying, like being more. But we trying to get some more visual.
Okay.
I know it's BZ is going crazy right now. That's a record that everybody loves. So that's the one we trying to shoot next for sure.
Got it. Anything that you want to tell the people that we haven't touched on already?
Man, just be.
I got some. I'm gonna just say, as a producer and the type of music that we making, I just feel like a lot of people, LA, wherever, got to step outside the box and just start understanding and appreciating that there are multiple lanes when it comes to hip hop or rap music, and just appreciate what you appreciate. I don't mean you got to bash this or that. Like, don't listen to a new artist and expect whatever you like or whatever you're expecting. Like what you like, fuck with what you fuck with. If you don't fuck with it, understandable and cool, but I don't mean you gotta bash it.
I love that, bro. I love that. I'm all for that. I co-sign it. That's one of my advice for different people out there, man. And as an artist or as somebody that's in this space, respect and love who's appreciating you, right? Instead of worrying about who's not fucking with you. Focus on who is fucking with you.
That's it.
Bale, T.Reg, I fuck with y'all. All right,
hey, that's love.
Normandie art out right now. Going to support that. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Chuck Dizzle live and direct. I catch y'all in a minute.
Yes, sir.
As a man.